I have a talent for that kind of thing.
You have a talent. You have a talent to be a court stenographer. You stole my life.
How do I steal your life? I mean, how can someone do that? I don't understand.
I don't know. How do you do it? What do you wear a wire? Are you wired now? Do I read everything I said tonight in your next draft?
How could I steal what really happened?
You sanctimonious hypocrite. I can wring your goddamn neck. You know, you'll throw anybody and everybody to the dogs to make a quick buck. No. There were two motives here. The first was quick profit. The second was to punish
wait a minute.
everybody.
What is all this profit business? What are you talking about? Nobody's read the damn thing but you. We don't know that anyone's going to publish it. Now, do we?
Oh, when a cagey writer squeezes out this kind of salacious shit, there's always somebody who'll rush to put it on paper.
How is it salacious?
Oh, you got Greenwich Village sex and mayhem and intimate, devastating family relationships and more Greenwich Village sex and mayhem.
And?
And nothing. You know what you wrote.
You mean, are you saying you think I could make money with this book?
Well, there's always that possibility, isn't there?
How much?
$8 zillion. What am I, the Oracle at Delphi?
Whoa, wait a minute. So you're saying you think that I might have actually written a popular book here?
Well, it's trashy, isn't it? So naturally, there's a possibility of popularity.
So why should I go into advertising to keep from winding up a Greenwich Village dishwasher, a Bleecker Street pearl diver? Why?
I would like you to withdraw this book.
Oh, that's fancy talk. Withdraw it from what? From whom?
From contention.
It's not in contention.
Well, it will be.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah, but do you think that the few pennies you'll make from this will make up for all the pain that it'll cause if it comes out?
I'm walking around with $1.50 to my name,
no.
Jay.
There are other concerns.
To other people, sure.
Look, all I'm saying is just wait a little longer to become successful.
But I'm walking around with $1.50.
You have held out this long. You can hold out a little longer.
For the last, what is it, hour and a half, all you've been telling me, if I'm hearing correctly, is stop everything and go after the money.
But not this way.
Not what way?
Not cynically.
Oh, I should go into advertising. Jake, you really take my breath away. I mean, with all your heart, you believe there's only one way to make money.
Oh, what way is that?
Anyway.
No, I don't subscribe to that.
Oh, no? Why? Because of principles?
Precisely.
But you have no principles. Where are they? From the moment you started reading this book, you knew I could do something with it. And what did you do? You tried to talk me out of it.
Because of the damage you'd do.
Oh, you are such a liar, Jake.
A liar?
I never knew that about you, that you were such a liar. I thought you were crazy. I thought you were contrary, unduly critical at times, but I believed everything you said had weight and was truthful. But you lied, Jake. You lied. You lied tonight. You lied about what you thought my book's chances might be. You lied about having read it. You lied probably about what you thought of it, too.
Absolutely not. No. Aside from anything else, it's lousy writing.
No, it's the best thing I've ever written.
No, it's lousy.
It may be the best thing I'm ever going to write, Jake.
But it's no good.
What's your stake in that?
Stake? Don't flatter yourself. I have no stake.
Oh, no?
I mean, it offends my sensibilities. It's shoddy workmanship, that's all.
I like it.
You like it. Sure you like it. You think you'll make money with it.
No, I love it. I love the book. I love it. I love what it's about. I love the people in it. Even the people I don't love, I love, but not as much as the people I love.
And you think you'll make money with it.
No, you think I'll make money with it. That's your problem that I might make money with it. I'd like to make money with it, Jake. I hope I make money with it. I'd enjoy making money with it. I did not set out to make. And what difference would it make in any case if I did?
It would mean that you had deliberately set out to profit from other people's pain.
You prove it. You say something like that, prove it.
I don't have to prove anything.
No, you have to prove it.
You see this?
Yeah.
You see this? This is film. This is negative. I can turn this into positive. Proof. Positive. Proofs. Is that a play on words? Am I a sophist? Do I give a shit? No. Here, you prove everything.
But if you could prove it, Jake, that's all I'm saying. If you could prove it.
Prove what?
That I wrote this book with malicious profit in my heart. If you could prove that, and prove it with an argument that I could swallow, not all this wind, something of substance.
Yeah, then?
Then I would take this manuscript and burn it. I would burn it. I'd walk on the ashes. But you gotta hold up your end, Jake. You gotta convict. What are you doing?
I'm trying to keep my hands and eyes busy because what's left of my brain knows there's nothing worth listening to.
All right, I did not write this book with malicious profit in my heart. Nor did I write this book to make money. But I'll tell you something. If it's got anything at all, I will do whatever I can to push it, to shove it, to move it out, because I cannot live this way, Jake. A day longer, a moment longer than I absolutely have to. I cannot, Jake.
And how do you want to live, in a word?
In a word? How do I want to live in a word? Space. I want space. Do you know there are nights I make and unmake my convertible bed half a dozen times? I go out, I come in a dozen times a night. It's the room.
Everything's a room.
Oh, no, Jake. You don't understand. It is no longer a room to me. It has become, for me, an oppression. I can't fix it up. I can't sand it down. I can't paint over it. I simply cannot live in it anymore.
Half the people in the world would kill for your room. Any room.
I know that, Jake. I see him every day on the street. It's got nothing to do with me, Jake.
Why? Because you call yourself artist?
You want to know where I've been the last 4 weeks? I'm going to tell you where I've been. I've been with a girl.
Huh.
First girl since Joanna. Kind of a golden girl from the Golden West. Now she's gone.
And bimbos tend to be fleet of foot.
She's not a bimbo. No, she's an interesting person. I met her in the library.
Well, she was looking for references?
She told me she was here in New York on a desperate last-ditch search for fiber.
But she didn't really use those words.
No, she did. She said something like that. She stayed with me in my room for almost 5 weeks, and then one day she just said, "Listen, honey, I think you're swell in a lot of ways, but how much fiber can one person's stomach?" She told me I was destined to be poor the rest of my life. It was a neurotic sickness with me. She said I was always going to live this way, in a room without sun, because I had the habit. Told me I looked cute enough under a thin sheet, but that every time she saw me in clothes, a stronger wedge was driven between us. That no amount of sexual frenzy on her part could make up for the lack of wardrobe on mine. Told me the first time she saw me walk into the library, she thought I might be a bagman coming in from the weather. She said, "Harry, how are you going to be a successful writer without the clothes?" She said, "Harry, how are you going to win without the clothes?" She said, "Harry, I don't think you want to win." This girl from L.A. Last thing she said to me before she left, she took my hand gently. She looked into my eyes tenderly. She said, "Harry,
I love you. I really do love you. Get some money."
But what she said or didn't say doesn't matter.
But
the only thing that matters...
She said what you've been saying for the last hour and a half. That's what she said.
Yeah, but she's as much of a fraud as I am.
Oh, she's right, Jake. Look at me. I'm no 18-year-old with a street guy to Greenwich Village in my mitt and a six-pack of Trojans in my wallet trying to nickel and dime it on Pepsi and pizza. Look at me. I'm a middle-aged man. I mean, suppose I get sick. I mean, really sick. Where do I go? Public clinic? Clogged to suffocation? I mean, you're dead from the delay before they ever get around to maltreating you. I gotta think of things like that. I'm of an age. I gotta stop kidding myself. Romancing You're right, I kid myself, Jake. That's my whole thing with the Chinese, isn't it? Kicking the old gong around down there in Chinatown while the world passes me by. Kidding myself, I'm somehow part of the spirit. Now, no one's judging me down there for my money, when the truth is that every time I walk into one of those joints down on Mott Street, it's strictly the price of the beverage that counts. That's all I'm judged for. Because I couldn't squeeze a single drop of that dark brown juice out of my exotic oriental chums if I didn't have the coppers. Joanna, same thing. lived with me for 6.5 years, but when she walked upstairs. She does live in a penthouse. I don't fault her. She's a nice girl. More than that, she is the love of my life, but she did not leave me for another basement. Call it all the sour grapes you want, Jake, and a lot of it is, but I'll tell you something, I put in the time, and an awful lot of it my best time. I still don't have 5 fucking bucks in hand. And unless I somehow manage to recut the stone, it does look like I'm slated to go out of here without a dime. Just like Mom and Pop. Because I got the zinger in me, boy.
Well, that's hardly news.
No, I don't mean the one you're talking about. I don't mean romantically. I'm talking about the one you're born with. You know the one I mean. Or you should know. The one in there. Deep down. The one that keeps telling you over and over and over again that no matter what you do, how hard you try, how long you go at it, that nothing good can ever, will ever, should ever happen for you. And unless I do something to dissolve it, this thing, this zinger, to waste it, and unless I do it now while I'm able, it's gonna waste me, Jake. It is gonna kill me. It is gonna kill everything good around me, Jake. That I know. And the one thing I have that can maybe make the difference, I have right here, and you want to take it away from me? Why? Because you're upset. Because you're angry, because maybe you're a little jealous.